Howdy all, so this is the conclusion of the trip, back from Pai over to Chiang Mai, and now I'm getting the first class train, which is something I wanted to show you on the way here, but I couldn't get a ticket. You have to book quite in advance. So I'm going to be getting the first class down. We'll see how it differs. We can compare it to the other vlog on my way up. Is it worth splurging out on the extra few hundred baht that it costs to go first class? I know there's two of us in a cabin, whereas before you've got like multiple people in the cart. So I'm getting some bit of Thai food now to start off the trip. We've got a little bit of a wait here. There's a place right next to the train station here in Chiang Mai, which I'm quite pleased to find is very reasonably priced. Got a lot of Thai dishes on here for 60 baht, 80 baht. That's what I like to see. I don't like to go to a place which is next to like a train station or a bus station where they're charging into the 150s, 190s, 200 baht for a normal Thai dish. So it's very reasonably priced. I'm going to order a few dishes on here. Let's try a few things out. I heard a guy just walk past me. He was complaining. He said, "There's no farang today. There's no farang today." So let's get a few dishes and put some money in the pocket. I'll order these now, and I'll let you take a look at some of the Thai food before we get on this first class sleeper down to Bangkok. So also a nice banana shake. So I'm going to tell you this story. And that's for the sake of transparency and honesty, and I like to be honest on this channel and report what really happened. It's to do with dual pricing that I've experienced here on this trip. Usually, like in rural Thailand, never a problem. I've never seen any kind of dual pricing, but let me explain what happened. I also say as well on this trip, 95% of cases I've paid what a Thai would pay. There's been no issue. Great service, polite, Thai standard, lovely people, not getting ripped off, that kind of thing. But on the two instances that I do want to warn you about, this is what happened. So the first one, I was out a little bit later in the evening, and there's a lot of drunk people around, and I went to this kebab stall, which was close to kind of a very social area. I'm just going to hold this away from the fan. It's close to kind of a social area, and there's a lot of drunk foreigners around there. And I ordered English, as I do, like when I travel in Chiang Mai. I'm not really into showing off my Thai because I'm going to get asked the same questions. Why do you speak Thai? How long you been here? This kind of thing. So generally I just prefer to speak the English. But as I ordered the kebab and she made it, there was a dude on a motorbike kind of sat next to the stall, and he was like, he said in Thai to the woman, "Oh, is it finished?" And she said, "Yeah." And then, and then she said, "You want to charge the farang price or the Thai price?" I don't think she said farang price. She said something along the lines of what price. And then he said Thai price. And maybe it was based on the fact that I looked sober. I was sober. Maybe I'd said cap a few times. Like I'm pretty sure I didn't speak much Thai. If I did, it would only be a little bit in that encounter. And that told me straight away that there was a farang price and a Thai price. Second time this happened, I was actually in Pai, and I ordered a banana shake, and at the end the woman asked the dude, the owner, said Thai or farang, or what price should I charge? And he said Laka kun Thai price. And so that tells me there was multiple pricing going on there. So something that you got to be aware of. I would say, like, if there's no prices, I mean, one way you can see straight away that there's not a problem is if the prices are shown. In these two locations, there was no kind of price shown, so you didn't know what the price was. You kind of just had to ask or wait for them to say. So if there's like a printed price, like here in this place where I am, you're going to get that price, no problem. There's no Thai price, farang price. But if there's no printed price, that is a sign that perhaps there's a two pricing structure, and you might want to say, give me the Thai price in that situation. Like I said, out of all the places I've been on this trip, which if you add them all up could be like 40 or 50 different vendors, it only happened in two. But it's something to be aware of, and I know people don't like sometimes when I talk about this stuff because they just want me to say all the good stuff and how wonderful it is, and look how delicious this food is, guys. It's the best food in the whole world, Thai food, you know. No, I tell you about this stuff too. And I don't think I'm breaking any slander laws because I've not mentioned who it actually is, who the stalls are. See, they have made me a takeaway here. I was going to order multiple dishes as well. I can't really show it you. It's a takeaway that I'm going to take on the train with me. On the train here, the food was okay. Like, I thought it was just okay. But I can tell already that I'll probably prefer this food here on the menu. And that's my little story about dual pricing. Don't get upset about it. It happens. And it's not necessarily just to charge the foreigner more. I think it's more to do with a lot of Thais can't afford to pay certain prices, so they're actually charging the Thai less. So they're happy to take a cut on what they're charging in order to get the Thai market in. And to be honest, we used to do that in corporate. So we used to have like a locals card. It also went for expats, but it was about separating kind of tourists from expats. The obvious way is the colour of our skin here. Or maybe we got a backpack, or maybe we're not speaking Thai. But there are many, many establishments and big corporations that have a locals discount. And I hope that a lot of the dual pricing that I see is actually more to do with discounting for locals than it is for increasing the price for tourists. But there you go, I mean, come to your own conclusion. So just before I board the train, I'd like to share something very useful for anybody that's going to be visiting Thailand or anywhere else in the world. Since I live here in Thailand, I use a DTAC SIM card, which works great for me locally. But if you're just visiting and you don't want the hassle of shopping around for a local SIM card, I highly recommend Holofly's eSIM. An eSIM is simply a digital SIM card that's built into your phone, so you don't have to keep swapping SIM cards when you travel. All you have to do is download the Holofly app, choose a plan, and then you're instantly connected with unlimited data in over 150 countries. So it's super convenient and there's no need to scramble around trying to find a SIM card when you land in another country. The app lets you manage everything, check your data, share your hotspot, and customize your plan for however many days you might need it. They even offer 24/7 customer support and a very flexible refund policy so that you're covered if things don't go as planned. To be honest, there have been many times when traveling that I've been stuck without Wi-Fi and need to contact friends or get a ride. And Holofly is the perfect solution to that problem. You can use my link below in the pinned comment and description, and you can use my special discount code NAKEDGURU. That's going to get you 5% off your Holofly plan. And enjoy, guys. Let me know how you get on with it. So just coming in here to the station, and typically, as you can see, I've got way more stuff than what I came with. And that's because I couldn't resist buying everybody presents. So I buying Damo presents, buying Go presents, buying Otis, but you can't go home empty-handed, can you? So now I've got like an extra bag, and it's just full of, well, the bag itself was a gift, and it's just full of gifts for them guys. This is Chiang Mai station. I believe there's only one station. Definitely pleasant enough. There's lots of little restaurants dotted about. Kan Song, Kapom. So we're heading all the way to the front here. So I'm assuming that's where that cabin is. It's headed all the way to Kan Song. Somebody suggested I should fly as well. Flying's an option. I try to avoid flying when I can. I'm a bit of a nervous flyer sometimes, but also it's not much of an adventure, the flight up there. Wow, it really is a long walk. We're only at 9, so I'm all the way down to 2. So what I can see through the windows here, we're walking past the train on which I stayed last time, which is the second. I think one of the reasons it's difficult to get a ticket for the first is there is actually only 1 or 2 carriages that has like this. So we're all the way at the other end here, and it looks like these are also still second. Okay, so there must be there's only 1 carriage on this entire train, which is first and not second. And I can see the difference already. So these are kind of like private rooms. So we're going all the way down to number 7 here. So she's just checking my ticket here. You can see these are the cabins here. We've got the lower seats and the upper seats. I'm not sure what this room is, but we're going to find out. There's a storage cabinet, a window. I think I'm on top bunk from what I understand. In terms of size, you're not getting that much extra size.
Ask the person who is upstairs that can we exchange the seat.
No.
I'm okay with it.
You're okay with it?
No.
But I don't know if they allow. She would like to change the seat. But, and I'm okay with it. Yeah. But I know they got a pretty strict policy on here.
468, and we know that we are on the lower bath, but We just wanna
No.
exchange one set for the upstairs because of my mom and father.
and 468
Yeah.
468 lower and lower
Yeah.
would you like change upper and lower เนาะ
Oh, okay.
Upper and lower.
she upper นะ so you
Yeah.
change number 4 lower นะ
Yeah,
This
we
is-
wanna exchange like that.
you okay this is
Yeah.
different price นะ different price
Different price is okay.
you okay
Yeah.
okay change 7 and 4
Yeah.
โอเคงั้น you say the way as number 4เอ้ยเดี๋ยว look 4ก่อน
You're gonna get the lower bath.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
much better.
Okay.
I'm look number 4 ก่อน number 4 and number 3 เดี๋ยว number 3 the man is okay the woman no number 4 no number 4 เป็น
Number 4 is for women.
woman for woman and man no
So how can
So women and
how
men
should
can
we
go
have
together.
Exchange the seat?
no change man and man is okay
Okay, no problem.
Woman.
So me and my mom is gonna use the one room, and my father's gonna getting the lower or upper doesn't matter.
I know
Yeah.
แต่ว่า seat number 4 you change seat number 4 and this woman come later a man and woman cannot in your room
So which คอมเบอร์7ใช่ไหมครับ
ใช่
ข้างบนใช่ไหม
ข้างบนที่นี่
So I don't come มานี่ไหม
Man.
อันนี้เป็น
เขา
ที่
อยาก
7
อยู่ด้วยกันไง เดี๋ยวลอง
แล้วของผมอยู่ไหน
Can we exchange the seat? You said number 4 is only for women, so I'm gonna use this one. So we can exchange the number upper side. To
อันนี้ก็โฟคัม later no อัน upper woman
I'm not sure what
yeah.
happening here.
and upper woman
same.
My husband together.
Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So him and my father is gonna be together.
Okay,
and,
okay,
yeah,
So I'm with the dad.
okay
Hi, how are you? Okay?
No, we're good.
Yeah.
Can I ask you something?
Yeah, sure.
If the plane starts, can we open this door for my father because he couldn't speak any English? If it's
Yeah, I don't. I won't be talking anyway. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you want to open this door?
Yeah. When it start going.
Yeah, okay, fine.
that okay?
That's fine. And I'm
Perfect.
I'm
You're
on the
gonna
bottom.
using the,
เปิดได้ไม่เป็นไร
so you're 7. So 8 is a lower bath and 7 is upper. So you're gonna using this upper.
I'm using the upper now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So
Okay.
when I mean about the change the upper side is the another room, but it's
Okay.
only for women.
All
and
right.
This room is for men. So you're gonna using the original seat.
Okay.
Number 7.
Great.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
For understanding.
No problem. So it won't be as private as I once expected, but I'm pretty cool with it. Like my attitude is pretty laid back. They want to open this door for the dad to be able to talk to the mother and the daughter or something. So hopefully not talking too late, but then again, I just put my headphones in. Looks like I'm up on the top. So now we found out the mystery of what this door is in the first class is to open up if you want to make like a cabin. Dad's not so impressed that I'm in here because I I speak English. He doesn't speak English, he speaks Chinese. So but so not quite as private as first expected. And but they don't put men and men together. They don't put men and women together. They only put men and men together, and women together. So I imagine that maybe there's been some issue in the past. I don't know, unless that was a policy just from the start to be sensible to avoid any potential problem. So in the inner room, you can see there is just a small mirror and then a little sink, a couple of bottles of water, and a window, and then some storage for some pillows up there, and then this door that is going to open up into the other cabin. You also have a small bin. I have to say, in comparison to the second class, it's probably negligible and the difference because the size of the sleeping area.
อันนี้ก็พูดไทยได้นิดหน่อย
พูดไทยได้
พูดไทยได้
ใช่ครับ
เขาจะเปิดครับ
มาเป็นไร
ไม่เป็นไรครับ
ได้
เพราะว่าเป็นฝ
พว
รั่
กเขาจะคุยกันนะ
ใช่
ใช่ครับ
ทีนี้ตอนแรกเป็นผู้หญิงเราก็ไม่ได้ไงเพราะ
ใช่
ว่าคนไทยผู้หญิงไทยก็ไม่ได้
ใช่ครับเขาจะเปิดอันนี้ตอนนี้เลยไหมหรือ
เดี๋ยวเราลองถามเขาก่อนเพราะตอนนี้เขาจะให้
เขาอยากเปิดครับ
เขาอยากเปิด
เขาบอกแล้ว
แต่ทีนี้เราตอนแรกเราว่าเป็นคนอื่นเราไม่กล้าให้เปิดไง
อ๋อเหรอ
ใช่ห
ไม่เป็นไร
อันนี้
ให้เปิด
เป็นฝรั่ง
ใช่ครับใช่ครับ
Can open the man is okay.
Yeah, no problem. So you see, so they're gonna open this door now, so the dad is not so alone. Oh, open that.
Change it.
Oh, you're changing. So they are gonna open this door. I'm very cool with it, guys. Like, you know, I very laid back attitude. If you didn't know already on this channel, like whatever. I'm going to be sleeping most of the way or watching a series up here. And you know, I would say that if you're going to travel this way, come as a two. And so you can take a private cabin yourself. If not, you're going to get lumped in with some people that you don't know. And I would say that this is even less private in a way than the second, because if you watch the video for the second, you can kind of pull a curtain across and then the cabin becomes private. And it looks like here there's no curtain to pull across. So you're kind of sleeping, but you're not like in an enclosed pod, you know what I mean? As far as I can see, I don't know what they're going to do at night time, but there's a plug up there and a light. But at least in the second, if you're on your own traveling, you can pull the curtain across and have like a little private pod as you would in a hostel and have your own little private space. Whereas this, it looks like it just pulls down with no private space. It's going to be kind of open on both the bottom and the top. So, I mean, I don't know yet. I don't know what they're going to do. This door is also going to be open, so they'll be kind of like, I guess it's going to be even more social than the second class one is. Here you have some kind of radio power USB plug. So I would say if you're on your own, this is on first glance and we haven't gone yet, but if you're on your own, don't get put in with other people. Just book a cabin for yourself. And then if you're with friends though, 4 of you would be great because you can open it up and have a bigger cabin. And if you're with 2, then they're going to put you in this room together, you know, book the upper and the lower. And then it doesn't matter then, you don't care about the privacy so much, you're traveling with a friend. But alone, I would say, I mean, they're all pretty much the same. This is about as good as it gets. And there'll be a toilet down there as well, which I think is about the same. So I think interesting to find out how it actually all works, and to see it is no different from the second class. And as I said, the insight is travel as a 2 if you're going to go first class. I would, if I was alone, I'd probably just go second. Why pay the extra when you're going to be lumped in with somebody? It's not going to be as private. So let's see how this goes. I don't speak Chinese very well, but I said that I'll have my headphones and I'll be watching something, and not really very talkative. I think also when they open this door, it will be we'll be able to see from one bed to the other, you know what I mean? So you'll be able to look from there to there. So again, the privacy is less. And I understand when a family want to chat with each other and talk with each other. I think it's probably a good policy that they don't put men in with women as well, because of that situation that might happen, especially if someone's drinking or whatnot. And I think we're going to be setting off very soon, and I'll be updating on this trip when all the beds are out and stuff, and let's see what they do. I'll show you how is the privacy in comparison to the second class, which I found very private. You pull that curtain across and nobody can see what you're doing, nobody can see you at all. So one other thing is, if I was traveling with a friend, I wouldn't care where I put this bag, it would just kind of go anywhere, and this bag here. But then when you're with kind of a stranger, I don't want to kind of come in his space. So I think I'm a little bit more wary of where my stuff's going to go, and exactly, I mean, I might get them as soon as we start off to make up this bed, so there's like some separation between us, and I'm kind of like sitting awkwardly in these seats here. There seems to be a little bit of space under the seats here, which I think I'm going to put the bag there for now and hope it's not an issue. For a solo traveler, I think there's even more complication and just difficulty traveling in the first and the second. I'm hoping they're kind of going to decide that he'll stay in there until it's time to sleep, but because he doesn't like sitting here with me, don't even speak English. I just listen to those two natter. It's a funny situation. But you know, that's how you handle these situations as well. It's like, just go easy. You're in Thailand. Whenever anything goes wrong or kind of gets a bit weird for me, I'm just like, well, I live in Thailand. Could be worse. I could be living in the UK, couldn't I? Or I get in trouble for saying things like that. So now we're going to settle in as the train sets off, and I won't be waiting for when they put the bed down. And I'm very interested to see how they're going to manage the privacy. They're going to put a string across and make a curtain. How can you close yourself in on that bunk bed? You know what I mean? And that's going to happen once the train gets going. That's usually what they do. And for now, I've made a new friend. So I've decided to move up here a little bit earlier than usual, and that's because that's going to give him some space down there. and I can kind of set up here, and there's a plug up here I can use. The plug down there is broken. And so the other thing is, if you pay up here, it's 1,400 baht per ticket, and if you go below, it's 1,650 baht per ticket. But also I would suggest that it would be quite cool, sorry, I've still got my earphones in here, it would be quite cool just to rent the whole thing out yourself, and then you'd have like your own room to chill out in, which I think would be quite cool. It's worth paying, but that's if you can get a whole cabin, which is available. We couldn't do that anyway because below was already booked, and so here we are. Again, I don't think there is any curtain here, and there's kind of like a mirror just to the left where you can kind of, we could look at and see each other. So yeah, it definitely lacks privacy. So she's kindly offered to start making our beds early, and the dude below also, he said he just wants to sleep. So as you can see, that pulls out. She's extended the lower part. They put the kind of mattress down there, and then she's going to do the bed sheets. Again, just like the second class, the bottom bunk has a little bit more space than the top bunk. If you're older, I wouldn't even bother with the top bunk. As I said in the previous vlog, into second class, I would go for the bottom one. And as I was saying earlier, booking this whole cabin for yourself as a single traveller is definitely a way forward. You wouldn't even bother setting up that second bunk. You would just have the bottom one done, and then the whole bedroom will be there for yourself. And it's not, you're not paying that much more. Hard job this, guys, for this lady getting on a bit as well. Bloody hard workers, Thais. Somebody commented on my last video that you wouldn't be able to have something like this in the USA because there'd be some people like drug addicts, or you know, people like busting in or graffitiing all over the walls, or just generally like ruining it for everybody, I think was his exact term in the comment. Sneaking in and doing crazy shit. So it's funny how society has broken down in the West so much. Here in Asia, they just wouldn't get away with that kind of thing. I mean, I'm sure it does happen from time to time, but generally those people, they just lock them up. And maybe our approach in the West is a little bit too laid back. I know what you mean, like on the trains and things like that. I guess in the UK as well, graffiti or chewing gum or just messing it up. Generally Asians are quite polite with this sort of thing. This is the ladders here. There's the light. That's the emergency button.
You look toilet free and not free, you can go clean some.
Oh, this tells you if the toilet's free or not, this light here.
This is the preferred for you map.
Okay.
Turn off, turn on is the power. This, okay?
Turn on power.
This is the lower charger and then like this.
And the charger and light over there.
This is temperature, temperature. You can open it off this.
And you can close the aircon as you like it. Yep. Kokomakap. So all the Chinese family have come to look. They've got the 90s on already. So they want theirs done later apparently. So there's also a little bit of storage up here, so we can have put my got a cover here. She said there is no curtain, so it will be open. But I think if I sleep down here, you can see the mirror there, and that's not good. So I'm going to swap sides. I'm going to actually put my pillow on this side, so my feet are down that way, and you know, I'm not just seeing this dude like looking at each other through the mirror. Also, as you can see on the screen here, this tells you when the toilet's available and also when the shower's available. And I notice they give me a towel, so now'd be a good time to go and check out the shower. I don't know where that is, but I assume it's somewhere down here. Okay, she says this way. So it won't be difficult to find since everything is in one row. That's the urinal, 2 toilets, and a shower. So as far as I'm aware, in second class there is no shower. This is a hot shower. By locking that tells everybody I'm in the shower, so don't come. Somebody's also forgot their watch there, so I'll just leave that there for now. Looks like somebody was just in here. So a little hook, you can hook on there. And now I'm gonna have a little nice hot shower, get quite fresh. Hopefully one before bed and then one in the morning. So I have to say this shower is super hot and super refreshing and really nice to have before you're going to go to sleep. And there's some soap and shampoo here. Not that I need the shampoo. Very comfortable, 37 degrees. And just gets you kind of refreshed, ready for a sleep. So as I said, they provide a nice clean towel, dry clean towel, and very nice shower. And now it really is time to settle down. I think I'm going to get a good night's sleep now. Just had a nice shower. So that is me for this evening. Nice hot shower, lights off, duvet on, and I know I'm going to get a really good night's sleep because I'm quite tired, and that shower is a big bonus. I think it would mean it would be worth it to rent your own car, you're in your own whole room if you were travelling alone, and having access to a shower. I would just pay the extra and do that. Next time I'm going to be with my son, as I said, so it won't matter. But now it's time to settle down, watch a little bit of my series, as people know that I'm watching, and say good night. So good morning all. I'm not going to be doing much of a morning review here, so let me talk to you in the shower. Seems fitting enough. Probably the worst night's sleep of my entire life. My friend was a bit of a snorer, and it was just it was really uncomfortable. I think I pulled something in my back as well. The mattress was uncomfortable, and because you're positioned this way, you're kind of like rocking back and forward like that. With the second class, you're positioned parallel with the train, so it just felt like a bit smoother. You only move side to side this way, but never. I personally would never travel again on my own, put in a room in a cabin in first class. I would travel the second class alone. I would book out the whole place for myself, pay the extra. But yeah, terrible night's sleep. Probably only got about 1 hour. And now we're going to arrive in Bangkok. I'm going to jump on the VIP bus, which I'm not going to be vlogging. The next part of this vlog is just going to be getting back to Damo and Otis and Hugo and Alfie, and reuniting with everybody and bringing this trip to a conclusion. Wish I could have a better report. It's just my personal circumstance, by the way, not you. You might get a bit more lucky or do things differently. But yeah, second class on the way to Chiang Mai, fantastic. First class on the way back, absolutely horrendous. So one redeeming factor is that hot shower. It is worth it. If you're going to rent your own little cabin yourself, it's worth it to have that hot shower, because I feel somewhat refreshed after having it, and last night I felt quite good after having it too. So I don't believe that you get that in the second class. So these have just been my circumstances. I'm just going to brush my teeth now, and don't just go off my review, but really don't get yourself put on with a stranger. It's especially when they put dudes together and girls together. So I'm not used to being in a room with somebody snoring. I don't snore either myself. It's a natural thing, but in the second class you just wouldn't experience that because you're kind of separate enough, and you've got the curtain you can pull across. It creates like a sound barrier. In the first class there's no curtain to pull across, so there's no sound barrier. And then on top of the, but on the first class there's no curtain you pull across, no sound barrier or privacy barrier. Now the other thing to this is when you're on the top bunk. Now the other thing is when you're on the top bunk, you're right next to the air conditioner as well, and it kind of just pelts cold air at you all night, which is also something that doesn't happen in the second class. So in my opinion, go second or rent out the whole cabin in first. That's been my review of this train. Don't take it to heart. I'm sure it's been my personal experience. And that's it really for this vlog. I'm going to just vlog being reunited with everybody next, and getting back to Hugo, Damo, Alfie and Otis. So looking forward to getting back on a 6-hour bus drive now, which I don't need to vlog because I'm already showing you what that bus is like. And I hope you've enjoyed this little trip up to Pai. I have, but I'm ready to get home now. Okay. You're right, Alfie. Alfie. Okay, so I forgot to film my reunion with the kids because I just came in and it's been a long journey. But here's my reunion. With Alfie. You're right, boy. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. Forgot to film my reunion with the kids. They're both sick, and I've just given them all the presents and stuff. So there's go in the window. Brought lots of presents back for them. Yeah, did you miss me? Did you miss me? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What have you got? Wait a minute, did you miss your dad?
Yeah.
You got a car, you got a Transformers yo-yo, and a plane. And what did Go get?
And this.
Oh, and a dragon. A rope dragon, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then Go got a little drawing thing. And he got a football kit. A little Chiang Mai thing. Ah, and she got a new top. No, I think that's perfect size. No, you put something underneath it. So she got that one. After such a long journey, I'm not so much in a vlogging mood because I'm absolutely knackered. And it's time to be with family, and so weird to be back here after so. I feel like I've been gone for so long. So I'll see you on the next farm vlog, guys. I'm exhausted. Take care.